Yo, welcome to MTV Cribs. Pull up on me. Yo, y'all already know what it is, man. It's the Kid Billionaire B. Yo, just wanted to give y'all a real life tour of a real life event space. I know a lot of people who follow me are interested in getting their very own first event space, maybe your second, third, whatever the case may be. But I just wanted to give y'all a tour of my personal event spaces, give y'all some do's, don'ts, hacks, tips, tricks, whatever the case might be, so that you can turn up your next space and hit the next level, y'all. Let's go. So this particular location is actually a 2-room event space. So we've got Blake right here, 2,500 square feet. And then we've got Dumont next door, which is also 2,500 square feet. You see this is all white Carrara porcelain tile. This floor actually costs us about $20,000 to put down, but it's super worth it. I love porcelain tile. If you really have the budget for it, I recommend it. The great thing about porcelain tile is that you don't need to buff it, meaning it's always looking shiny like this. And it just lasts super, super long. I know a lot of people, they ask me, hey Brian, what kind of flooring should I get? In terms of like hierarchy, if you have the budget for it, money's no object, I'd highly recommend getting porcelain tile just like this one. I personally got this 4x2, so it's 24 by 48 tile. It's nice and big, just makes the place look a lot bigger. You don't have to do as much tile work. So I specifically picked out this type of tile right here. There are a couple spots where it's cracked simply because we're running the space out every single weekend. Anybody who says, oh my God, I'm never gonna have to fix my space again, I'm telling you, you're gonna have to do some maintenance on that space. It happens all the time. We gotta actually fix a couple patches right now just because we've been running nonstop every single weekend. But let's continue. Next thing right here, you'll see we have these food trays right here. These actually became popular just a couple years ago. I highly recommend looking into getting these food carts right here. Everybody who's in my program has access to my vendors where we actually show where you get these. Another popular thing right here is the chafing dishes. The chafing dishes are super popular because people don't have to bring them from their home. They could just put the water inside, put the food on top, and they're ready to go. Put the burners underneath, locked and loaded. We also have a 6-foot bar right here. Behind the 6-foot bar, we have some shelves. We got some shelf work right here. You see also it moves. These move as well. And the reason I like to have stuff movable is because I always like to sell my spaces as an all-white canvas, multi-purpose event space. People can come in, do whatever they want. If they want to have the tables and chairs over there, they can have the tables and chairs over there. If they want to have the food cart over here, they want to have a bounce house over here. I just like to make it as playful as possible. They can do literally whatever they want, right? You'll also notice that we have sound systems. Now, I'm gonna keep it a stack with y'all. I do not recommend getting sound system. We originally included sound system because it was a great upsell. People didn't have to worry about getting a DJ. They could just come, plug up with Bluetooth. But the problem with that was a lot of times, say for example, you have a party Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, the DJ would come in on Friday, they would mess up all the wires, lose an aux cord or whatever the case may be, and then the DJ on Saturday calling you up like, oh, yo, I'm missing this wire, I'm missing this, I'm missing that. And it just became a huge logistical nightmare. So we actually don't even sell the space with the sound system anymore. We just tell them like, yo, it don't work no more. Something simple just like that. You'll see another rectangle table right here. You'll also probably notice that we have curtains all the way around covering the windows. The reason that we have the curtains, one, it just makes the place look a lot more uniform. If you have beautiful windows in your space and you want to let them rock, don't even get me wrong. But we included them just because a lot of people always wanted to cover the windows, and it also just makes the space look a lot more even. It makes the space look really, really uniform. A quick hack for everybody right now, if you really want to save money mounting up, I'm actually going to put y'all on right quick. A real quick hack for mounting up curtains is that you'll see we have 2x4 right here that we painted. Then we're gonna get bike hooks from IKEA, and we use this PVC, it's 1.5 inch from IKEA as well. Literally to drape out this whole thing with all the hardware and everything, not including the curtains, was probably about, maybe about 400 bucks. Nothing crazy, and it makes the place look absolutely amazing. You'll also notice that we have these round tables right here. Now for anybody who's getting a venue, I always recommend getting 5-foot hardwood tables. In our vendor list, we also have the vendors where we get all these tables, but these are super, super, super sturdy. You always wanna make sure that you get really high quality tables because you do not want these things falling over on somebody at all. You always wanna make sure that they're fireproof. You always wanna make sure that they are super, super stable. These come in one piece, they already come pre-assembled. We don't have to worry about putting it together ourselves. Now, one of the biggest things that people always ask, Brian, where do I get the Chiavari chairs? As you notice, we got the clear chairs right over here. These are a major selling point. These will up the value of your venue like crazy. These clear Chiavari chairs, super popular. You can instantly increase the price of your venue just by having these. When I show you Dumont next door, you're gonna see we actually have ghost chairs, which I actually like a little bit more, and I'll tell you why later on. But these are super popular, and whenever you order these chairs, always make sure you order them pre-assembled. You do not wanna assemble these yourself. One, because they're not gonna be as solid for one thing, and two, it's just gonna be a lot of work. They're gonna break apart eventually. It doesn't make sense. Always make sure that you get them pre-assembled, okay? I love this particular venue. I love both these venues simply because it has so much natural light. Natural light is such a big sales point because it makes the place look bigger. It's great for photos, and I record my content here sometimes. I just love being in this venue sometimes. I like being in this venue all the time. But when you automate your space, you don't gotta be here all the time. Let's get it, let's go. Right now, I'm actually going to take y'all over to Dumont next door so y'all can see what we got going on over there. So this is our Dumont location. It's also about 2,500 square feet. So like I was mentioning, one of the first things I wanna show y'all is you see we have the ghost chairs. The ghost chairs are different from the Chiavari because they don't have the spindles in the back. It's just one piece. These are usually built a lot stronger. These are about $90 a chair. The clear Chiavaris are about $60 a chair. Super expensive, but they're definitely worth it. They make your space stand out like crazy. Like I'm gonna keep it a stack with y'all. We got our venues in the hood. People still book it out because it just looks so beautiful. You see right here also, we have the Porsche Carrera tile, 24 by 48, absolutely beautiful. Curtains all the way around, the round tables. And also here, you guys actually get to see a few of our rentals. So y'all know I'm super big on rentals. I always recommend, and I always tell people straight up, the event space is not the only sale. The event space is not enough. Whenever you get into this business, you absolutely 100% non-negotiable, do not pass go, do not collect 200 without having rentals. So you'll see, these are some of our more popular rentals. This is our white acrylic wall, our one table, and our candy cart. I actually had that candy cart literally for the longest. I got it for like 200 bucks years ago, but these are super popular. And another big thing that we do in our packages is that we offer charger plates, right? So we offer charger plates, we offer napkins, we offer centerpieces, because the thing about it is that people wanna come in and they don't wanna do nothing. You can charge much more money. So I know a lot of people, they say, oh, Brian, my venue's not profitable, my venue's not doing this, my venue's not doing that. And then I look into the logistics of it and I'm just like, wait, you just have the venue. You don't have nothing else. You don't have any other upsells. So if you want to give a deal, a discount, whatever the case may be, you can't be negotiable other than lowering your price, and that's never good. So for you to really start to scale with your venue, you absolutely have to have the upsells. It's literally a non-negotiable. Don't get into this business if you don't want to have upsells. And the best part about it is that a lot of people think, okay, who's putting all this stuff together? Brian, I wanted my space to be automated. I don't want to be coming into my space, setting up tablecloths, napkins, napkin rings, blah, 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 blah. That's cool and that's easy. You can have a rental team doing that. So we have 2 guys who come in every single weekend and they do all the setups for us. They bring out the acrylic walls, they bring out the tablecloths, they bring out everything, and I don't have to be there. I show them once how to do it. I've documented it in my SOP or a standard operating procedure, and they come and run the play for me. Another thing that we recently got that I see they left here is we just ordered a 360 booth. Now the 360 booth, I'm not gonna lie, I'm surprised that it's still popping now, but we were getting so many requests to have a 360 booth in our venue that we made it as part of a package, and we just turned around and had to order one. So we just recently ordered a 360 booth. It went live this weekend, because I'm looking at it and I'm just like, bro, we're literally spending $300 to $400 every single weekend renting out a 360 booth for somebody, and it just made absolutely no sense. So I bought my 360 booth. We got it for like, I wanna say about $1,600 with shipping, about maybe $1,650 with shipping. And we had it delivered, and now I just have my event attendant operated throughout the venue. Those who don't know what an event attendant is, the event attendant who stays on premises during the event to make sure that everything goes smooth. You'll also notice over here, we got our garbage pails, we got our bar, we got our food trays and our chafing dishes, we got our beverage cooler, and we got our, what the hell? We got our cooler. We got our cooler. Down there, forgot. You know what I'm saying? You see I got the sound system over there and whatnot too. Signage in your venue, super important. Whenever, this is a beverage cooler, so it doesn't need ice to keep the drinks cool. It just does that automatically. But a big thing is that if people put ice in the beverage cooler, it's gonna leak. So what we do is we have a sign right here. Please help us avoid slips and falls by not putting ice in the beverage cooler. Another big thing you always wanna do is that when you do have a bar, You always want to put a rubber mat on the floor, just like this, to avoid people slipping. You do not want to be in a slipping situation. Which brings me to my next point. I damn near forgot about it. Oh, yo, peep the Crocs, bro. Peep the Croc gang, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We out here, my boy. Y'all stop playing. B for billionaire B, let's go. But a big thing that a lot of people slip up on when they're getting their venue is that they do not have insurance. I'm letting y'all know right now, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when someone tries to come for you. Because when you've been in this business we've been in this business for going on 5 years, we've had literally thousands of events. Someone's gonna eventually try to turn up on you. Someone's gonna try to sue you, whatever. It's part of the game. And my mom always told me, you're not big until somebody tries to sue you. So when you get into this event-based business, not only is it mandatory, but it's highly recommended that you have insurance for your venue. You had a commercial policy. It's usually about maybe a $2 million liability insurance. We pay, I wanna say, for a year, probably about $7 grand. For our insurance policy, but it's 100% worth it. When you get your lease is gonna tell you the parameters that you need in the insurance. You just copy and paste that over to your insurance broker, and that's it. I wanna show y'all the bathroom real quick. Just a couple things that I highly recommend when you setting up your bathroom. I used to do the paper dispensers for the bathrooms. We cut that out and we replaced it with the dryers, right? So you'll see right here, that saved us so much money simply because when I used to do the paper towel dispensers, that we had to replace that thing every single week, and it became literally a nightmare. And that every single time a box of that was about, I wanna say $60, but the rolls would run out so quickly. So we ran it up to the dryer, so we changed up, and we got the dryer, and it changed the game for us. Another big thing that I highly recommend for y'all is this right here. Yo, pull up on me. We got a baby changing station, and this was a game changer for us because a lot of venues actually don't offer this. You have a baby changing station right there. You could pull it down, because remember, when you're doing a venue, a lot of times you're having baby showers, kids parties, a lot of smaller humans are coming into your venue. So having that baby changing station just makes it an even better sell. It makes it an even easier sell when people come in and they see something like that, because it just shows that you're thinking about your clientele. Another popular thing, this is something that I got when I was first starting out. It's called a pipe and drape. So I don't know if y'all ever seen like the drapes or the step and repeat banners where it's like happy birthday, John and Kim, or whatever the case may be. That's what these are for, right? It's called pipe and drape. You can get them on pipeanddrape.com, Gorilla Pipe. These are super, super useful. And the thing about it is that you buy them once, you get to use them over and over and over again. A quick business idea that everybody can start with, like literally $1,000 today, is that you can order a panel of these. A panel is literally 2 bases, 2 crossbars, and an upright. 2 upright and a crossbar. So you can literally rent that out with a panel of drapes just like that over there. So it'll kind of look like that behind the backdrop setting or whatever the case may be. Rent that out for $100, $200. Literally come in, set it up in 10 minutes, and then you're out the door. Easy business idea in addition to the rentals, or it's another great upsell for the rentals as well. But we offer that. I remember that was one of the first things I bought. I literally got like 8 panels of them for like $2 grand, and I just sold it. That was my first package ever back in 2019. It was like a panel of drapes, a love seat, a baby table for like $800, and I just ran that up every single weekend, y'all. There ain't no lack of resources, only a lack of resourcefulness, y'all. But this venue right here, so I promise y'all that we're gonna run into some numbers, so let's run into some numbers real quick, right? So for these 2 rooms, we pay about $7,333 in New York, right? $7,333 for both rooms combined. Last month, we did about $60,000 in cash collected at about 60% profit margins. What other expenses do we have? So we have the rent, obviously, we have the electric bill, we have the utilities, we have the rental team, which is about $800 every single weekend. We have my manager, we have wear and tear, maintenance, like little things that you pick up from Home Depot, repairs for the rentals, the truck, things of that nature. So all in all, it kind of comes down to about 60%. We have a profit and loss expense sheet that we include in our program. So for anybody who's seriously interested about getting into the venue, you could tap that link and check that out there too. Man, let me big up my program right quick though. We actually have the #1 top-rated event space program in the country. No other program in the world, literally no other program in the world, no other program in the country has as many success stories as us or as much information as us. We have so many success stories every single day. People getting approved for credit cards, people getting approved for spaces, people making money with their spaces, people getting rentals. So definitely make sure you tap in. I'm gonna drop the link down below if you are interested in joining our program and becoming another success story. But y'all, I really just wanted to give y'all a tour of our venues, give y'all a real life in-depth look at a real life event space owner. My name is Brian Waldron. I've been doing this for almost 5 years. We actually sold 3 locations last year because we are shifting more towards focusing on the coaching business. And I don't know, if somebody gives me a good offer for this one, I might have to fully exit and just focus more on just reaching my impact and showing other people how to make money in this business. But who knows? Maybe I'll see a video one day of I'm done with event spaces. I sold my last space. Who knows? Maybe if I get that right magic number, I'll call it quits and that'll be that. And I'll just focus on my students. But until that time, I'm still Billionaire B, the event space GOAT. Tuning out. Let's get it. Let's go.